right, I'm back. It was Steve. I got my good afternoon kiss and just told him I was back here talking to myself. So we will carry on. So like I said, that was probably it for my my quilting whips since we last spoke. I did do a little bit of cross stitching, quite a bit of cross stitching. So let me share that with you. The one that I've worked on mostly this week is the December month to month. I don't know if you remember, I don't know if I shared it or not. I had hand dyed some Ada, I used 14 count, and I dyed it like what I thought was like kind of like a vintage retro pink, and I thought it would look really pretty. And then I got some stitches in and I started doubting myself, so I went to this, which is my go-to color usually, this oatmeal, and it looks really pretty. I'm happy with it. It is this pattern, Stitching with the Housewives. I do get it as a club with the Fat Quarter Shop. It comes with the printed pattern and the fancy floss, the Classic Color Works floss. Here's this month's. Let me do this so it looks pretty together. It's pretty. This one color here, this balsam fern, I kid you not, it's probably hard to see. I don't have anything to hold it up against. Oh, maybe this. I don't know. Anyway, it is like really close sometimes. Some of the shading to the coffee, it's a really deep green. So sometimes I have to be careful, like when I'm watching TV at night and the lighting's not the greatest, I don't grab the wrong floss, you know, between the black and the dark green. But it's very, very pretty. I'm enjoying it. I think I've come to the conclusion that all of these months, I only have August completely done, fully finished. So this one's not going to get done. My poor calendar, I have it all displayed, but there's no cross stitch on it. So I'm just telling myself I'm going to work on it. When the month's over, I'll start the new one because it's always fun to have the start. Then I'll come back to them next year and finish them up. Because I'm getting about, well, this one not quite because I did a bunch of other cross stitch too, but like November is probably like at least halfway done. So I think that's what I'll do. I'll shoot for finishing them up next year because I'm just so excited to have those up. So let me pack that up real quick and set it aside so I don't lose my floss. Then where is, oh, it's down here. Let me pull up this basket. I have more cross stitch to share with you guys. Just got stuff everywhere. Oh yes, here is, I saved it to show you guys. So this is the piece that I dyed. And see, I left a stitching in so I could show you guys. What I'm not loving is I usually like all this modeling or whatever you'd call it, but I feel like this is too much. Like it's too much. I think I need to re-dye it and maybe save it for like a Valentine's or a very spring cross stitch or something for one of the little girls. But I left it in to show you guys, and then I don't think I'll unpick it. I'll probably just cut it off and hang it on my wall of shame. There's another one that I didn't finish that I just cut it off and hung it up. Life's short. Don't work on something that's not bringing you a lot of joy, right? So I showed you that. Oh, there's more of that fabric. This one I kitted up for Jolly July. Did not do Jolly July. And then I didn't even do it yet this year. I love it. I love it. And I have the little buttons that go with it. Or the little, yeah, there's a button and there's some sequins. So this will be for next year. This is so pretty. But there's just not enough hours in the day, I tell you, to get all this stuff done. That one I didn't even start. These ones I made a lot of progress on. A lot of progress for me, considering I have a lot of things. So this one is a Cherry Hill Stitchery pattern. Oh, here's the cover art. It's the Naughty List. And I have over here some notes I wrote. It was, oh, it called for Weeks Dye Works, and I don't have any of that. And so then I kitted it up in DMC, and I didn't like it. It like looked really, really harsh. So what I did is I was brave, and I went and picked some of my own floss with my own colors, and I really need to be better about having a white background for you guys. Look how pretty. I mean, if I say so myself, I love those colors. Let me show them. And they're just DMC. And for red, I used 815. For the gold for the star was 729. The brown is 801. The green is 3051. And the blue, which I used instead of white, is 927. And so where you see the blue on the pattern, it called for white. Let me tilt this lamp. Maybe that's better. There we go. That light was really harsh. It's so pretty. I love it. And then this is a piece of Fabric Flare Pale Parchment that I got from the Fat Quarter Shop. And it's a computer printed, but it looks hand dyed because it's got a little bit of that going on. This, I think, is one of my all-time favorites. I really, really have enjoyed working on this. I cannot wait to finish it. It's gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous. The design is just so clever. And a little project bag with Coco. And then the other one, oh, is this one. This one is one of my, here's a little bag. One of my oldest patterns that I purchased a million years ago. It's got this little spools of thread make a Christmas tree, and then it comes with the embellishments right here. And this one's called Christmas Spool Tree by Sue Hillis Designs. And it's, you know, it's vintage, but I bet you could find it on the secondhand market on, you know, if not on Etsy, then eBay or something like that. It's so pretty. And I'm very, very close on this one. It's in a hoop. It's a little wrinkled and messy. Oops, there's some thread and a needle. Isn't that beautiful? The spools of thread, actually, they switch colors a lot within the spool to kind of give it some variegation. So it took longer than I thought it was going to because of changing the thread color within the spools. And this is on a piece of Fabric Flare, I think it's called White Pine Board or something. And I think I showed you this before. Rookie mistake, do not put a highlighter in your project bag because the lid must have came off, or I just was very careless, but it won't show when I finish it. And then this is, my needle miner is from the Fat Quarter Shop. It is Bonnie and Camille. So that is a very pretty pattern. I love it. You guys, if you're into sewing and that, all of that, that is the perfect combination of like sewing and quilting and cross stitching and Christmas, all the magical things together in one pattern. And then last but not least, this one needs to get some love. This is my Heart and Hand Christmas Magic. And I had a station wagon just like that when the kids were young, and I do have a photograph of this car with my car with a tree on top, Christmas tree, and the kids in their winter coats because we had just went and cut down the tree. So when I get this one done, I'm gonna frame it together, and of course I might put the year the picture was taken and put it all together like in a almost like a shadow box kind of thing maybe, or I don't know, I'll figure it out. I have great plans for this. It's a little stitch. I had some of this left over. This little glittery 14 count Ada The windshield's not really popping on here, but it's okay. The overall theme is going to be great. Again, that was probably my fabric choice. It's getting a little lost in there. But it's a quick stitch. It's really pretty. And then here are the colors. And I'm just using DMC. Let me see what the pattern calls for. It calls for crescent. I don't have my glasses on. Crescent Colors, Weeks Dye Works, which I don't have either one of those. And it did come with some embellishments, some sequins, and a little star. So I'll include those when I finish it. So I have really enjoyed thoroughly working on all these Christmas projects. And I look forward to having more time. So let me set these aside so I can show you some more things. Oh my goodness. Let's see, what else do I have here? Oh, I have a previous finish from, this has been a couple winters ago. This was a little quilt hanging I did. One year for Christmas, my husband got me like Block of the Month Club with one of the Bernina dealer. I don't have a Bernina, I have a Singer, but they did, that's my only shop around here. And this was a lot of fun. I didn't do all of the blocks. I did just some of my favorite blocks. Like this one I did as like a little wall hanging. I think I did a pillow, made another one into a pillow, one into a tote bag. And I love that these were all laser cut, the applique pieces. So I just had to, you know, adhere them down and then sew around them. And I used, this was done before I had this machine. So this is just a zigzag stitch. Now my new machine has a really nice blanket stitch. I would use that instead. And it came with all these cute embellishments. I love it. It's so pretty. I wanted to share that with you guys. I hope you like it too. And then speaking of the stitching with the housewives, so I didn't get a chance to show you how far I made it on November before I put it away. Look at that. I'm on like the final stretch. It was kind of sad to put it away, but I wanted to work on Christmas. This I think is going to be, I don't know, I say it about all of them, my favorite, but really the colors are just stunning. A great design. I really, really, really thoroughly am enjoying this. And then let's see what else I have in here. Oh, this was the other fall thing I was working on. I showed you guys this pickle barrel design. Love this pattern. The colors are great. The fabric I chose, I did not like. And I said that from the get-go. And I thought, oh, well, I'll just work through it. It was in my stash. No. So it's going to go on the wall of shame. This is what I finished. And then I just cut it out. I'm going to put this in my, hang it up with the other one that I have. And I just threw the fabric away because I just wasn't enjoying it at all. And to be honest, I don't know if anybody else would have enjoyed it. So I didn't see the point in saving it. So this one I will restart in the next fall and with a fabric that I like instead of just using whatever I had laying around. And is that it? No, I had one other fall one I didn't make hardly any progress on. Let me show you. See, and I don't have cover art to show you. It is the More Autumn Designs from Waxing Moon. Adorable little fall creatures. And this was going to be, let's see, this one is a squirrel with some leaves and acorns. And I just really struggled with doing the conversions because it called for a lot of weeks. And I just kind of like, I don't know. I want to do it. I love the pattern and the colors, but I don't know if I should just pony up and order some of the ones that the designer used, because some of my choices when I was holding it against the fabric, I wasn't, maybe I just, instead of worrying about the exact conversion, just pull colors. Just do that, because I really liked it when I did it on that Christmassy one. So maybe I'll do that. So those were that's my fall wrap up, my fall recap. Then we have a giveaway that I didn't draw for. Let me show you guys. So this is Flosstube. I'm like a squirrel here. I am all over the place. This is Flosstube number 12, probably, maybe. So whatever Flosstube was right before this one, so 11, I put this up as a freebie. It's a brand new pattern. I bought two. I have one for me, one for you, because I think it's so cute. I wanted to share with you guys. So if you go back to that Flosstube and watch it, it'll tell you, I don't even remember what the deal was to be entered in for this. I haven't drawn. I'd be happy to, you know, I'll probably be another week or so before I get around to doing it. I'll draw and then I will put it in my next Flosstube, because I just want to like give you guys something nice. So that's there. If you're so inclined, you know, be a subscriber, like my videos, yada yada. Don't use the word free or giveaway, and you must be 18 or older so I can ask you for your mailing address, and please only a US mailing address because of the cost of postage, which is going up again. And I also heard on the news this morning that the gas tax in Pennsylvania is going up again. I think right after the new year. Like, we have one of the highest gas taxes, and it's supposed to go towards, you know, repairing our bridges and roads, which we desperately need. But yeah, anyway, that's a tangent. So if you'd like a free pattern, this was my giveaway from before. I haven't drawn for it. Again, because this was kind of unplanned, unscripted, I'm just diving in. Because my room's a mess, and I have stuff set aside that I wanted to share with you guys, so I thought I'd share it, then I can put my stuff away, and, you know, and move on. So, okay, so let me, so that was that, and let's see, what else do we have? We have a little bit of haul, because I haven't seen you guys in like a month, so it seems like a lot, but you got to remember it was like over a whole month, and everybody's having like these fantastic little sales, so it was a little this, little that. So and then I have haul. I have a piece of Happy Mail that I got my very first little letter from somebody, and I have some Save the Stitches. So let's do haul first, because that's kind of fun, and then we'll do my little piece of Happy Mail that somebody sent me, and then we'll do Save the Stitches and kind of see where we're at, if that's okay with you guys. Is that okay? You ready? Okay. So I think January must be floating around here somewhere, but February just came in the mail. Let me show you guys. Of course, and I always say, oh, it's my favorite, but they are just so beautiful. And then here are the colors. And before, I wasn't, like I think I said before, mostly 14 count, and then also DMC floss, which I love. I still love it. But I'm becoming a convert to this Classic Colorworks. The colors are just pretty. And I heard that the Fat Quarter Club for this year, this upcoming year, 2023, are going to continue with this club, but they're going to do it alphabetically instead of like sending you like 5 reds and 5 oranges or whatever. They're going to just work their way through the alphabet, and these colors have the greatest names. Let me like Tropical Paradise. What's the red called? Ribbon Red, 4-leaf clover. I love the names. It kind of reminds me back in the day when I used to get my nails done. I always picked my nail polish based on the name, the OPI name. And so that kind of talks to me, all those cute color names. So I did sign up for that. And I'm gonna, you know, add that to my collection. I'll have to, like right now I have all the DMC on one closet door. I think I showed you guys before, like how I have them separated with 3M hooks and like all the 100s, the 200s, blah, blah, blah. Maybe the other, because there's 2 closet doors in this room, maybe the other door I will, as I get my collection of fancy floss, maybe they will get their own little spot. Let me put, oh, that's the giveaway. Let me set that aside. So that's that. Then, staying on task, this, I gotta take it out of the package. This is like this is going to be like, I think this is like my first real sampler that I'm definitely going to tackle. So it's called The Bear and the Moose, and it is by Jean Farish, F-A-R-I-S, Needleworks. And my husband and I, we honeymooned in Alaska, and he has family in Alaska. So it holds a spot near and dear to our hearts. So that one, I think maybe I'll start that around in the springtime. Maybe I'll just put it in the rotation and get that going, because I really like the motifs and I like the colors. Sorry for all the crinkly noise if you're listening with headsets on. But so that's new. Then, oh, these are just little odds and ends for finishing from Walmart, like the little woody wagon with the Christmas trees, some reefs, and some of these little postcards of Santa. And these are all just a buck or two from Walmart. And it's a perfect time of year to buy these little cute embellishments to add to your cross-stitch finishes, which I gotta finish some stuff so I can add them. And then the other thing that I got from Walmart is this. This is super, super pretty. I know it's not gonna look as pretty on camera as it does in person. It's Waverly, and it's like one of their 1 yard pre-cuts, and it is glitter. And it's really nice because it's smooth. You don't feel it. It's not gonna like come off the fabric. And I just thought that would look really cute on maybe some wintry quilt blocks or something, or even a finish. It's got, I keep wiggling it trying to get the shine to show. But I like this fabric. I mean, I love Moda the best, but I'm thinking Waverly comes right in there, and it's at a good price point. Let me reach down here. If you could see my room. Whew. So I had fabric over there that I had showed you before. It's like navy and like navy flowers on a cream jersey knit or something. And I have a pattern, a sewing pattern from Cashmere that they did underwear. So I needed some fold over elastic, and then I needed the elastic for the waistband. Let me pull it out of the package. These two items I just got from Amazon. So that's on my list to work on. It's not a huge priority, but I do want to try that. We don't have like I don't have like a local sewing store per se. I just have the big box store, so I had to order this off Joann's, or not Joann's, Amazon, to get what I wanted to match. So I'm excited about that. I have my other Amazon purchase is this jumbo rickrack that is going to go on that quilt that I should be working on at this very moment, that I want to get done for Christmas. To put this on with the binding, I just think that's awesome. I love that look. So I got that. This was in the mailbox. So this is another one of those panels like the one that I'm working on, but this one is Yellowstone. And I'll stand up and hold it up for you guys. So we've never been to Yellowstone. We would like to go, but we are obsessed with the Yellowstone show on Paramount Plus and all the spin-off shows they have. And I love the bison or buffalo, depending what part of the country you're from is what you call it. So that is going to be another quilt for snuggling and watching TV. And this one, I mean, again, you know, I have all these high hopes. It'll probably be 100 years till I get to it. But this one is for one of our daughters, the one who is not crafty, so I know she's not watching. So Abby, Keep the secret, don't tell Ashley. This one will be for Ashley someday. And her and her dad went to, they went to Denali together. So that holds a special place, I'm sure, in her heart. And I know that she loves wolves and all of that. So she's going to like that. She'll like it a lot. So that came from the cute little fabric shop. Fast shipping. I just got it in the mail today. I just ordered it probably over the weekend, if that. So anyway, let me put her card over here in my pile of madness. Then Kimberly Jolly. She must love me because she sent me a package today. Let me find a pair of non-good scissors. Let me show you. See, that quarter shop has all these goodies like on mega sale, almost like clearance pricing. So I got a couple odds and ends. Let's see what was in the box. So I got a jelly roll jig, and that is to help with, well, it kind of goes with this. This is, what do you call this? It's by Basel, on a roll, single-sided, fusible. So this is for like when you want to make your jelly roll rugs. So the 2.5 strips, and then this helps fold the 2.5-inch strips all together. I made one that had a pattern where I just did it like you laid the strips out this way and cut an oval, and then you bound it. And I sold that in my Etsy store, and the person said she loved it. It was very, very pretty. But I want to try the ones that were really popular maybe a year or two ago. And the Disorderly Stitcher, Nancy, she just had one on her Instagram that she was working on where you start small and you just keep going around and around sewing it. I don't know how to describe it. So it looks like a vintage rug, but you're making it yourself on a domestic machine. And I have all these beautiful jelly rolls, and I really want to try doing that. So I got these two tools. Well, this will be a lifesaver, not to have to cut the batting into strips. And this will be a game changer because it'll help fold that jelly roll over the batting as I iron it. So those two things. And then I got this pattern. Let me take it out of its little package. So this is State Fair by Little House Needleworks, little cross stitch project. And I do have hopes, it's like on my bucket list to enter something in the State Fair. And even if I don't win a ribbon, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I'm competitive and I want to win a ribbon, but I think it'll be a great experience either way and a lot of fun either way. So Vanna Pfeiffer, she enters, I got the impression that she enters a good bit in her local county or state fair. And so it's something I've always wanted to do. And I have the thing printed out for our local fair. Mine would be called the South Mountain Fair for the county I'm in. And it's a really small fair. It's rural, and it's a lot of fun though. It's a lot of fun. My husband and I have gone to it a couple times. So I think that just inspired me. And then I got another pattern. I think this is my first Shannon Christine design. And I love that. So I think this one was on sale. Probably because, you know, Halloween's over, October's over, so they are moving out maybe the inventory they have to make room for next year. I really look forward to doing this. I love the polka dotted truck. I love colors, the pinks and the plaids and the just everything. I'm probably not going to love stitching, I won't lie, the background of the October doing the color changes, but it'll be worth it because it'll look so pretty. So that's another one. And then last but not least is a new, look at this little needle minder. I think it's 2 needle minders. I think I get the disc and the one that looks like floss. And that was super cute. Let me see if it tells me on my invoice if that was on sale. It doesn't indicate if it was on sale or if it was full price. Because I know the Jelly Roll jig was on sale, but it doesn't tell me that, so I don't know. But anyway, if you haven't, and you have just a couple dollars to spend, I would go to Fat Quarter Shop because they have some goodies on sale. Okay, and no, I'm not sponsored by them or anyone else. You and the, you know, I want to say 5 other people, but that's not true. There's a couple hundred of us that are hanging out here in my sewing room with me. So, you know, if you want to, go get something. So here is my little piece of mail. I'm not going to use her last name. This is Angie from Arizona. Look at her card. And she was so sweet. She won one of my previous giveaways and she sent me a thank you card, which wasn't necessary at all, but warmed my heart. I was so excited. I was like, oh, who did I get mail from Arizona from? Look it. She also sent me some fancy floss. Pink, prickly pear, and desert mystique, which was just way too generous and too thoughtful for sure. And she wrote me a nice little note. And Angie, for real, like, that's what I love about Flosstube, is the virtual friendships that are genuine. They're not just, you know, they are genuine. I think we genuinely care about each other's projects and goals and dreams and, you know, the little bit of family news we share with each other. So don't ever be shy about like commenting on my videos because, you know, it makes it worthwhile to sit here in an empty room and talk to myself, knowing that there's somebody else out there that's watching me right now. And I'm bringing them just a little slice of happiness or maybe inspiration. You might see something that I'm working on and think, oh, I didn't know about that. I want to try that too. Or, oh, wow, you know, I'm not the only one with a messy sewing room or whatever. So anyway, thank you so much, Angie. If you are watching again, I truly appreciate it. It wasn't necessary. It's my pleasure to send you whatever it was that I sent you. I think you got a one of my tomato pin cushions I made. And it was truly a joy to be able to share that with somebody that also appreciates, you know, the things that I made. And speaking of appreciating things that people make, I do like going to the thrift store or the antique mall. Be honest with you, I have not been to an antique mall since the pandemic, which is really unusual for me because I used to have several different booths at different antique malls in the area. And I did sit up and sell at the flea markets and some of the local shows. Pretty hardcore. Like I had a store in town that I was a power seller on eBay. Like I would sell stuff for people on eBay. I would sell my own stuff, you know, all of that. So like, I'm just saying, like, thrifting and flea marketing is close to my heart. So, and but I'm in a new chapter of my life and I don't do that anymore, but I still do like looking for treasures. So look at these 2 little things I found. So this one, look at that. The hours that the person put in to make this, and then to have it end up being at the thrift store for literally, I don't have a price tag on it, but less than $5. And like they had it professionally framed. They made it April of 1992. Their name is not on it. The framer was in Youngstown, Ohio. It's a Norman Rockwell. It is on, I don't even know what kind of count that is. It is tiny, especially compared to me, because I do 14 count. But beautiful, beautiful. I'm sorry about the glare. And that had to be rescued. And I like it, and I will find a spot to hang it up. I'm running out of wall space, but I will find a spot. And then the other one I found, it needs, if I'm going to hang it up in the public area of the house, I need to do something with the frame. That's pretty beat up. But the stitching is in excellent condition. Pretty like traditional. It reminds me of like a 1980s cross stitch. It was framed, but there is no maker's store logo. And this one also came from the same thrift store for probably like a buck or two. And when I add up life's greatest riches, I count my friends who count their stitches. That is you guys, for real. So now that I've shown you and shared it, I'm going to hang it up. But somebody worked really hard on this, and I love it. So I'm going to keep it and hang it up. So I think that we are at the end of this journey, this madness that was Flosstube number, what did I say, 12? I don't even know. But anyway, I just want to take the moment to thank you guys a lot. I really, really appreciate you. I'm happy that you're here. I love that you like my videos, that you comment. Otherwise, there's no reason to do them if no one's enjoying it. I'm getting enjoyment out of it because I love sharing my stuff with people who do the same thing as me. You know, my husband is awesome, and he even helped me last night in the madness of trying to get the backing for that quilt ready last night and getting it laid out. And he was such a big help to me. But you know, he only enjoys it through my eyes. He enjoys it because I enjoy it, and he wants me happy. So it's nice to talk shop with somebody else that loves our crafts. So anyway, you guys, I hope you have a very, very Merry Christmas. If you celebrate Christmas, I do. If you celebrate Hanukkah, I hope it is going well for you. I know we are in the midst of that right now. All the candle lighting and the fun and the family get-togethers. Awesome. And what else do I want to say? Good night. Goodbye. You guys are the best. I will see you when I see ya. I won't say next week or 2 weeks or 3 weeks. I don't know. But I will see you again. Have a great night. Bye.